There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to Color Pong. This is the way the module looks. We've got a timer up in the top left here, and we have a left and right side that we can interact with, as well as different colored status light than we normally would get. And in this case, this can be one of the several colors that we have on this module here. Red, orange, green, cyan, blue, purple, pink, and gray. So this module is fairly simple to actually do, however it can be a little bit tricky with the timer element of this whole thing. So, this module represents your half of a ping pong table, and on the position of the status light is a ping pong ball, in this case. We have blue here up in the top left, up in the top right, excuse me. I can't tell my right from left, that's awesome. And to solve the module, we're going to be either pressing left or right, depending on the color of the ball that will be displayed. So now, pressing either side of the table will start a new set, and then start the timer at the top left, which in this case will give you a total of 5 seconds to respond, though granted, these rules are fairly straightforward to do. For any presses afterwards, follow the condition corresponding to the previous ball color. Very important to note down. So we're going to be pressing either side to start the module. However, what we're going to take into note is we're going to take into note the previous ball color, and that's what we're going to apply. It's a bit interesting. So now, there is a couple rules that we need to address before we get into the actual module here, and of course, not every one is the same. If there is an L in the serial number, in this case, that is not the case. But if there was an L in the serial number, you are left-handed. The rules for red and green, in this case pressing left or right, swap. That's the only difference for that. And the other case is if there are more than 5 batteries, which in this case, not the case either, your opponent will sometimes hit the ball too hard. If the current ball color is the same as the first ball color of the set, they overshot and you should let the ball pass. So in this case, the current ball color would be the one represented in the top right, and if it happens to be the same as the first one in the set, that's when you're going to simply just let it pass. So, that's not going to happen either, so we happen to get into a very normal case here, and let's take a look and see exactly what we need to do. So, one last thing I should mention is when you do not return a ball or apply incorrectly, the set will end. The latter will also incur a strike. So in this case, if you reply incorrectly, it will give you a strike, and the module will solve after 10 correct replies. So one important thing is that sets are not going to last the entire module, because sometimes what you're going to happen to let do is sometimes in cases like cyan, you're simply not going to have anything happen. But that's just one thing that we wanted to note down, is that there are some cases where you're simply going to be just not doing anything, and the module will reset back to this initial state. So I'm going to note down the first color of the set. In this case, that's going to be blue, because we want to make sure that we pay attention to this gray rule as well. We're going to follow the condition corresponding to the first ball color of the set, and in this case, this set would correspond to blue. Otherwise, the rules are pretty straightforward. Pressing left for red, pressing the same direction as the last press for orange, pressing right, press nothing, press the same direction as the first press of this set, and then we're going to press the opposite direction of the last press. Now, very much keep in mind that these two are different rules. So, it wants you to press the same direction as the first press. In this case, it doesn't care what the condition is, and it wants you to follow the condition corresponding to the first press. So, in this case, let's say if we happen to have the opposite direction of the last press, you simply want to make sure that you follow the opposite direction of the last press for gray. However, if it happens to be blue or purple, if it happens to be blue with purple, you would simply just follow whatever the press for purple was, which in this case, this is why you need to press one of the sides to start it. So that's very important. Okay. So let's get right into this. So our first press is going to be blue, and we're going to want to note down the direction as well. So I'm going to start on the left here. And now let's get into this module. Now, remember, we're going to be doing the first press on the left here, but we're not going to be following blue quite yet. So let's get into this module. Let's hit left, and then what we're going to do is immediately press the same direction afterwards. And remember, we're following the previous ball color. In this case, this one starts off as we currently don't have any previous color, so we need to simply press any other side of the table. So let's get this going. So we're going to start on the left, and bear with me, I'm going to have a little bit of trouble explaining this. It's just something that you need to watch visually, just to get the idea of what's going on here. So, let's start on the left. We're going to press the same direction as the first press of the set, which is left. We had orange, we're going to press the same direction as the last press. Purple, press the direction opposite to the last press. Orange, press the same direction as the last press. Press left, opposite direction of the last press. opposite direction of the last press. Gray wants me to follow the corresponding color of the first one, same direction as first set. Orange, same direction as last press. Orange, same direction as last press. And there we go. See how fast that can go? That timer could be a little bit scary, so it's very important that you kind of just follow along with that. There might have been one case where I might have misinputted the case, or I might have misexplained it, but that just gives you an idea of what exactly we need to do. Now, in some cases, we didn't get a cyan in this case, where you simply just have to press nothing. I'm going to pop up 2 of them, just for the sake of popping up 2 of them. But just keep in mind that these 2 conditions do exist, and they're not too hard to actually follow. It's just you got to be careful with some of them. So, but yeah, that's really all there is to it. I did have 1 gray pop up, and I had to follow the condition for blue. So in this case, I had to press the same direction as the first press of the set, which was left. So I knew that firsthand. So you just got to be really careful. This could potentially be a solo, but you just need to be very, very careful with what you're doing. So let's take up one more example. I said I was going to load up 2, but I guess I'm not. So. Alright, so it's starting with green, which means we're guaranteed to be pressing right in this case. That's how we're going to start off. And I'm pretty much just going to associate the same press as the beginning as pretty much the same press that we're going to be pressing next stage. Though granted, it might not apply for purple. So I'm going to start on the right, but let's check our conditions here first. We do not have more than 5 batteries, and we do not have a lima in the serial number. So in this case, we're going to proceed as normal. So let's go right. Red is next, so we're going to press right here because green was the previous press. We're going to press left here because red was previous. Same direction as the first press in the set was right. We're going to follow green because gray was previous shown. Press right. Same direction as the last press was orange. Blue is same direction as press the first press. That was right. Red, we're going to press left. Red, we're going to press left. Blue, we're going to press the same direction as the first press of the set was right. Pink, we can press either direction to go right. And just like that, this is all module. Let's go over one more example. We still have not gotten cyan yet for some reason. This one apparently is super duper rare. That one was definitely a little bit easier to explain. We got some very easy conditions. We didn't even get purple at all. So that was a very nice and easy one. Pink is definitely the best. So, but that just hopefully gives you guys an idea of what exactly we're doing. I would like to get a cyan if it does want to give it to me, but it does not appear to be the case. But yeah, 10 correct replies. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple to do. Hopefully it should be on TP sometime soon. I don't know if it's on TP quite yet, but it will have an extended time. Let's pop up 2 more just for the sake of doing this. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a special case. Okay, do we get a lima? We do not. I'm going to reset actually for a condition. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to just reset for a better condition here. I want to use one of these unique ones. No lima. Screw it. Let's just go for it. Okay, we're going to start with blue in the set. That's going to be our color for gray. And we're going to be then going, let's go right. So press the same direction as the first press in the set. Let's go right twice. So we're going to go right here for our first set. Blue was the first press in the set. It was right. Green is going to be pressing right. Gray is going to be following the condition. Press the same direction as the first in the set. Cyan, do nothing. Let the timer run out. Now, what we're essentially going to do here is now this is the beginning of a new set. And now we're going to go down blue, and in this case, I'm going to press right again. So, this is where sometimes different colors can potentially pop up here. And this is the beginning of a new set, because pressing either side of the table will start a new set. In this case, the set has ended. We do not care about that red that had just previously shown. We do not care about that at all, because this is a new set, and this is the beginning of a new color. So in this case, there is the possibility of this being a different color. However, we happen to get blue again, which is totally fine. Let's hit right. Let's hit right again, and we get cyan once again. Perfect. So we're getting a lot of different cases with cyan here. And we're going to let the set end. Now, what we get here is we get orange. Orange is going to be the new color in our new set, and we're going to press the same direction as the last press. Let's start on the left this time. So we're going to do left, same direction as last press was left. We're going to be pressing right here for green. We're going to be pressing the opposite direction, left. We're going to be pressing the same direction as last press for gray, so orange, and then cyan, and then solve module. Cool. Okay, starting on this one, we have a red, and red wants us to press left. I'm just going to press left for the sake of pressing left. So we got left here. We've got left again. Same direction as the first press was left. Gray wants to correspond to red, press left. Gray wants to correspond to red, press left. Cyan wants us to do nothing. A new set has begun. Purple is going to start us off. Let's start on the left so we can hit right afterwards. So let's do left, left, then we're going to hit right, then we're going to press the opposite press of the last press. So let's do left. Then green wants us to press right, red wants us to press left. Same direction as the first press of the set is left. And just like that is a solve module. The way that they're done is the green status light with the green ping pong ball, and it says done in the timer. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.